Actress Taraji P. Henson has revealed that she's considered letting go of her career in the movie biz. Despite her success, the Oscar-nominated star says she and other black actresses have faced significant pay gaps for their work. And that problem is not exclusive to Hollywood. That's why one local group is working to address this issue. Joining us to talk about it is the director and founder of the Black Women's Policy Center. We have Rochelle Jackson here. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
So let's start with this issue in Hollywood, because when you heard these comments, what were your initial thoughts and reaction to this?
Well, it sounded normal. I mean, this is what we've experienced, and it would be no different in Hollywood, right? This is not a new issue. This is not something that's happened in the last 10 years or 20 years. This has been an issue in this country for decades and decades, right? And so understanding that they're experiencing this in Hollywood was no surprise to me. It's disheartening, of course, but not a surprise at all, because we are seeing pay inequity and disparities for black women on all levels. Corporate America, entrepreneurship, it runs across the board.
Knowing that, this is something that you have been thinking about and working on for the last 2 decades. How did you start this organization?
So I've been doing public policy advocacy for almost 25 years now. I learned or realized over 25 years ago that the real core issues that we're grappling with as a society are really rooted in policy. Mm-hmm. We do a lot of, charity work. We do a lot of Band-Aid approaches, and that's helpful, right? People need, tangible need. They need help right now. But at the end of the day, if we're ever going to eradicate things like poverty and pay inequity, then we really have got to think about policy.
And you said this isn't something that surprised you at all, mm-hmm. hearing that this is happening in Hollywood. And here in Pittsburgh, the numbers are startling.
Yes. Yes.
Can you talk a little bit about the pay differences that we see right here in our area?
Absolutely. Nationally, black women are at about 67 cents on the dollar as compared to white men, their white counterparts, male counterparts. Here in Pittsburgh, it's roughly around 50 cents on the dollar. So it's much worse in Pittsburgh. It's not something that we talk about. It's almost like the dirty little secret that nobody wants to talk about. So when we started talking about myself, and of course there are 3 partners in this work. We don't do it alone. It's a Black Women's Policy Center. We work in partnership with the YWCA and the Women and Girls Foundation. And when we started having these conversations, we really wanted to make sure that it was rooted and it started right here in Pittsburgh, because we're much worse off here than we are nationally. And so this is not a new issue. You don't get to 54 cents on a dollar overnight.
And let's talk about pay equity and what that is at its core.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So pay equity is really just paying black women in particular, and we know that this is an issue for Latin women as well as Hispanic and, mm-hmm. and Asian American women. So this is not just a black woman's issue, it's a woman's issue, period. Even white women experience this. Unfortunately, black women and Hispanic women are at the bottom of the totem pole. And so when we talk about poverty and the challenges that black women are facing, it's not poverty in the absence of income. There are things that perpetuate a cycle of poverty, and unfortunately pay equity is one of them. And so if we're going to talk about improving the quality of life for black women, then we have to talk about paying them what they're worth, right? So this is paying them equitably, right, in comparison to their counterparts in terms of education, experience, right? And this is not what's happening in the workplace. So, and it's really not just about pay. It really is about overall protections for black women, because it starts with pay, but it also boils down to being valued, feeling safe, and being respected in the workplace. And that's something that we're lacking.
Well, and we know too, we all depend on that paycheck. So if that paycheck is not what it should be, mm-hmm. that spills into all other areas of
Absolutely.
Life.
Economics. It really boils down to economics. And when we think about economics, it's rooted in policy. And so we know that we can change policy and we can create policy, but we really do need partnership from employers as well.
So the bottom line is pay black women what they deserve.
Absolutely.
Let's give women what they deserve, and get the pay equity where it should be. But how do you do that? Where are you starting? Because it should just be, just do it.
Right, that part.
But it's not that easy.
It's not that easy. And so we really are trying to partner with employers, and we're just asking them to take a look at their own companies, take a look within their own home, within their own house, which is, their businesses are considered their own house, right? So clean house within, right? Look at what your pay is across the board. Look at, is it equitable across education, across experience, right? Look at, workplace protections. What kind of provisions and policies do you have in place to make black women feel safe, to feel protected, to feel like they're being paid equitably? It's one thing to be, paid. It's a whole other thing to be valued, right? We don't have to know each other. We don't have to have drinks after work, right? But we do need to respect one another, right? We're adding value to your company. We're coming every day. And, contrary to what most people, believe, black women have the highest labor participation amongst any other ethnic group when it comes to women. So we've always worked. That's never been an issue. Poverty, however, has been an issue for us, meaning that we have not been paid well, we've not been paid our worth. And we have women who are working with graduate degrees, right, doctorates and master degrees, who are not getting paid their worth. And that is unfortunate in 2023 that we're 2024, I'm sorry. It's a new year, but it's unfortunate that we're grappling with that issue at this point, and at this point in this country.
As a woman, I can feel it burning inside of me. You just want things to be fair and even and equal. There is a Level Up campaign, and tell us about this pay equity pledge that you guys have started.
So that's a start. That's a start where employers are at least willing to take the pledge to say that we're willing to work with you. We're willing to take a look at our own companies. We're willing to look at how we're paying Black women in our own companies, and are we providing safe, respected and valued workplaces for Black women. And there are 5 pillars of the pledge that we're asking people to look at, employers to look at. And we don't expect all employers to have all 5 achieved now or even in a year, but we at least are asking that you are willing to take the step. Take the pledge to work towards meeting the 5 pillars of the pledge. I think that's the beginning. Obviously, there's so much more that needs to be done, but that's a step in the right direction for employers to just say we are willing to acknowledge that there's an issue and we're willing to address it.
If you are a woman who feels like you are in this situation right now, what kind of resources are out there? How can they get help?
Unfortunately, that's part of the issue, is that a lot of times, for Black women in particular, they are silenced in the workplace. They don't feel like they have a lot of support. They don't know where to turn, and unfortunately, they will just endure being paid inequitably. They'll endure not being, protected and feeling safe in the workplace, and that even leads to poverty, because at the end of the day, sometimes for their own peace of mind and their own sanity, they end up having to leave jobs, right? And so they're leaving a job for their own peace of mind and sanity, and that just puts them further back, economically sets them back. And so that's one of the things that we have to create in this region, right? Both in the city, both in the county. We have a new county executive. So I'm hoping that we create mechanisms and provide resources and a place for Black women and women in general to be able to turn to whenever they feel like they are not experiencing pay equity or not being protected in the workplace.
Taking advantage of, certainly. Okay, thank you so much. What a powerful conversation. Thank you for the work. I mentioned to you in the commercial break that you probably go to sleep thinking about this and wake up thinking about it.
Yes.
So thank you for all of your hard work.
Thank you so much for having me today.
If you're interested in looking, or if you are looking for assistance from the Black Women's Policy Center, they have a downtown location as well as one in McKeesport. We're going to have all of this information on our website as well, kdka.com/talkpittsburgh.